Hi students, welcome to plus one computer class. So we are discussing various terms we are using in computer network. Our chapter name was computer network, how we are interconnecting computer network. So the various terms that we are using in networks we already see. Then in the previous video we discussed about two types of classification of network. One based on the geographical area, PAN, personal area network, local area network called LAN, metropolitan area network MAN, and wide area network WAN. And also the logical classification of computer network. According to the logic that we are using in computer networking, it can be classified into two categories, peer-to-peer network and client-server network. Okay, so that is the classification of computer network. So in this section, we are going to discuss some of the special terms that we are using in computer network. So first one will be the identification of computer over a network. When we connect a computer directly to internet, how we will identify that computer? Then media access address or MAC address, internet protocol, and we will discuss the various internet protocols like TCP/IP, HTTP, FTP, DNS, and the last one was URL, Uniform Resource Locator. Okay, so these are the topic that we are going to discuss in this section. Then, so we studied, the first topic was identification of computer over a network. You know, in networking, we are connecting our computer directly to internet. So if any kinds of the cyber crime is present or any kinds of unwanted things happens in internet, how we are identifying, or if anyone is sending fake messages or threatening messages through internet, how we will identify that particular computer. So definitely one identification technique will be there, then only we can identify the computer. So when we are directly connecting a computer to the internet, there will be two types of addresses for that computer. First address is known as MAC address and the second address is known as IP address. Two types of addresses we are using in computer network. MAC address is known as media access. Media access. Okay, media access control. So that's why it is known as MAC address. MAC address or media access address. Media access control. Media access control or MAC address. This is MAC address, media access control or MAC address. Then the representation of MAC address will be like this: MM, then SS. So we can divide it into 6 different numbers, or the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different category. The first section, we can divide this into first and second, media and also then. MAC address are 12-digit hexadecimal number. MAC address are 12-digit hexadecimal number. By conversion, for example, hexadecimal we can easily convert it into binary. We already studied the various type of conversions. Then the first half of the MAC address. The first half, that means the first 6 digits represent the number of, it represent the adapter or manufacturer's number. For example, if it is Intel, then the address for the Intel will be present in the first half. That means the manufacturer company name. The first half of MAC address contain the ID number of the adapter manufacturer. The second half represented by the serial number given to the adapter. This is the adapter number and second one serial number given to the product. In your textbook one example is given 00A0 C9 14 C8 35. Here 00A0C9 indicate Intel Corporation number, adapter manufacturer name, and 14C835 is belonging to the serial number given to that particular product. For example, keyboard, mouse, all are look like same, but they are different in serial numbers. So all these devices are assigned a unique serial number. So we can easily identify the product using their serial number. So this will be the first address. Using this address, we can identify the hardware, which kind of hardware we are using for interacting with the internet. Then one more address is present, that is known as IP address. IP address means it is a unique 4-part numeric address assigned to each node on a network. So this IP address is like house name. So every student have their own house name. So automatically it is attached like IP address. Every node is having their own IP address. Actually there are two classifications of IP addresses were present. IPv4 and IPv6. We can make use of IPv4 or IPv6 category. Then we will write one example for IP address. 148.78.250.12. This is IP address. Then actually this is normal number, integer number. So when the computer identify the IP address, automatically it is converting it into it's a 6-bit binary format. So 148 in 6-bit binary format, 78 also in 6-bit binary format. Not 6-bit, 8-bit binary format, 250 also 8-bit, 12 also 8-bit, because computer only understood binary language. So whatever IP address we are converting it into corresponding binary number. So there are two more classification present, IPv4 and also IPv6. So any of the representation we can use, majority of them are using IPv6 category. As the number of devices which need to be networked is increasing at a very fast speed, IPv4 is replaced with IPv6. Nowadays, mobile phones and also other devices like tab and all we are using for accessing internet. So we require one more configuration for representing the IP address. So instead of IPv4 nowadays we are using IPv6 also. So these are the two types of addresses that we are using in network to identify a computer network. Then the remaining term is network protocols. Network protocols. Actually, protocols means protocols are set of rules. According to the rules, every operation is taking place in network. So actually protocol means it is a set of rules. There are different types of protocols are present. So we are going to discuss some of the protocol. All protocol we are not going to discuss. The main protocol that we are using in computer network. First protocol is TCP/IP protocol. This is known as the backbone of computer network. In TCP, the full form is Transmission Control Protocol, or IP stands for Internet Protocol. Okay, what is it? Transmission Control Protocol or Internal Protocol. For example, suppose you want to send a message from client, or this is the sender. Sender is sending any of the data packet to the receiver. Sender and receiver. Their location will be different. One sender is sitting in India and receiver will be in America or any other country. So we are transferring data from sender to receiver. Wireless media, wired media, any of the mechanism that we can use. So we are transferring data. Then for sending a data from sender to receiver or one place to another, definitely you want to use TCP/IP protocol. So we will discuss how TCP/IP is working. So when the sender receives a message or the sender receives or prepares the message, and when we click on send option, what will happen? The data packet is transferring to computer network to TCP/IP. So the first step of TCP/IP is the TCP protocol break the data into small packet. Okay, what will happen first? Break data into packets. Okay, break data into small packets. So what will happen? Data will break into small packets. Then between the sender and receiver, so many routers will be there. Like this, so many routers will be there. Shortcut path and also different routers will be there. Then the packets travel from router to reach the destination. So many routers will be there, or different location or different devices will be there. Through that all router, when the data packet reaches the receiving station or the destination address, then what will happen? Again, receiving station also will have TCP/IP protocol. TCP/IP protocol receives the data packet and reassembles it into original format. Okay, that will happen in TCP/IP. First thing, the data is breaking into small packets. That data packet is transferring through routers, because if huge amount of data is transferring, instead of that we can divide data into small data packet, and that data packet is transferring through communication medium. Then the receiving station will receive that data, and the TCP protocol present in receive station reassembles that data into original format. That will happen in TCP/IP. It's very important protocol, TCP/IP protocol. What is the full form of TCP/IP protocol? Transmission Control Protocol or Internet Protocol. The first step in TCP/IP is break data into packets. Then after that, packets will travel through or transfer through routers. Then after that, the receiving station will receive that data packet and it reassembles that data into original format. Clear? So that is the speciality of TCP/IP. Then, so the first protocol was TCP/IP. The second protocol was HTTP. What is the full form of HTTP? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Hypertext Transfer Protocol. So when we are accessing for web page, at the beginning of the URL we can identify HTTP. That HTTP because we are accessing a web page through HTTP protocol. So HTTP protocol is also client server protocol. When we are accessing a web page, we are requesting, or when we are searching for a web page, what will happen? We are requesting a particular web page. According to the request, we are getting the response. Then HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Then it works based on client server mechanism. Client server. Suppose you want to access any of the web page, we can give one HTTP request to the server. Then server will receive request and it will send an HTTP response, or it will send response as a web page. And this is medium independent. Anyone can easily use HTTP protocol. There will be no restriction. And there is stateless. Stateless means the client and server will not be present at same time. We can access and we will get the web page. That is HTTP protocol. Like this, one more protocol is there, that is known as FTP protocol. File Transfer Protocol. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. For example, suppose you want to send file through Bluetooth. First thing, you want to make a connection, isn't it? Yes. You want to establish a connection with the other device. That means you want to pair the two devices. Then only we can transfer data. So the concept that we are using in file transfer also is like that. First you want to establish a connection with the receiving station and then we are starting the connection. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. It's a standard for exchanging of data program file across the network. FTP is the easiest way to transfer file between computer via internet. It uses TCP and IP to perform uploading and downloading. Then if a FTP client program is installed, FTP client program is installed in the computer for accessing information from the server. Then one more protocol is there, that is known as DNS, Domain Name Service. What is the expansion of DNS? Domain Name Service. Actually, domain name service is used to return the IP address. We already know any of the device that directly connected to internet has their own IP address. So, for accessing or to return the IP address, we are using the protocol called DNS. The DNS system has its own network. According to the network, we can easily identify that particular web page. Domain name service we are using in search engines like Google and Yahoo. Google and Yahoo also belonging to the category of search engine. They contains or Google page contain a search box. Inside that search box, we can type any of the information and we can search that particular information. Okay, so all these belonging to the category of DNS. So these are the commonly used protocols of internet. FTP protocol, file transfer protocol for transferring files. DNS, domain name service to return the IP address. Then hypertext transfer protocol, it is a stateless protocol we can access for a web page. So normally HTTP is work based on the client server mechanism. Then one more term is present, that is called URL. What is the full form of URL? Uniform Resource Locator. What is it? Uniform Resource Locator. Then URL, okay, I am going to write one example. www.dhskerala.gov.in/index.html. Actually, this is an example for URL. So, URL we can be classified into three categories. First, second, third. Okay, what is this first category? HTTP. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol, or this is belonging to the category of protocol, or the rules that we are using for sending and receiving web pages, that is known as HTTP. Then second one, www.dhskerala.gov.in. This is known as domain name. This domain name will return an IP address. So using that IP address, the network service provider will definitely identify that web page. Then index.file. From dhskerala.gov.in, we are accessing the web page index.html. Then So please look at the domain name. In domain name, you know what is mean by www. That is World Wide Web. We are accessing. Actually, it is a universal website. From anywhere we can access. Here, DHSE Kerala dot. DHSE Kerala will be the domain name. Then what is that .gov stands for? .gov means actually it is a term that we are using in a domain name to make your search criteria in an easy manner. So if .gov is present, or if we type like this, then so many websites will be there. So from that millions of websites you want to select this particular website. So using domain name, we can make the search criteria in easy manner. If .gov is present, it will identify it's a government website or it's a government service. So we can search only in government. So government means so many countries having their own government website. Then after .gov, what is the next term? .in. .in stands for the website residing in India. So we can select the place or the state India. From that India, all the government websites will be there. From that list of government website, we can easily identify our website. So to make our searching criteria in easy manner, we are giving suitable website. Then we know what does mean by, we know about .com, www.donbosco.com, so many will be there. .com will be there. .com stands for, these websites are used for commercial purpose. Commercial short form is .com. Then .edu.in. .edu means it is a educational website. Third one, .gov, government website. .mil, say military service. Then .net, network organization. .org, it will be an organization websites. Then country code also will be there. If .in, it is belonging to India. Then .au, small letter AU, it's belonging to Australia. Then .ca, Canada. That means different country code also will be there. According to that, we can easily identify the URL. So a URL can be classified into three, or URL can be splitted into three categories. So every URL starts with the protocol, HTTP protocol. Then www.dhsckerala.gov.in belonging to domain name category. Then after that, the last section, what is it? Index.html. Index.html is the file name that we are accessing. Okay, clear? So these are the different terms that we are using in computer network. Okay, so hope you understood. By this, we are completing our chapter computer network. Then again we will revise the topics that we studied. We started with how we are identifying computer over a network. So for identifying computer over a network, we are using two types of addresses. MAC address, media access control address, and also IP address. Then after that we discussed about the various protocols that we are using in network. We started with TCP/IP, transmission control protocol or internet protocol, FTP, file transfer protocol, hypertext transfer protocol, and the last one was DNS. And also we discussed the structure for URL, uniform resource locator. We started with the protocol HTTP, then dhsckerala.gov.in is the domain name. After that, you want to specify the file name, which file name we are accessing. Okay, so by this, we are completing the chapter computer network. Then the important question, application level questions, we will discuss in the next video as a revision. So hope you understood this chapter computer network. The remaining section, that means the revision, we will continue in the next video. Okay, then thank you.